cheers, guys. There went a anti-inflammatory. So the ankles, there's nothing broken in either ankle, thankfully, but need an anti-inflammatory and a bit of stretching because I had bad rolled ankle sprains in both ankles. So they're still bothering me, so I just wanted to go check them out. Everything will be alright. So anyway, DigiByte. Yeah. Tried to tell you, but you didn't want to hurt me. Now you heard me. 138 going up. Alright. That's my blood sugar. I just ate a little while ago. Anyway, right? So DigiByte. Right. Let's go back in here and see. I got an Alt Plus. Get my magnifier on. I still don't know how to share with y'all what I'm doing, but what I can see on the screen, well, almost see on the screen. Let me blow it up really good. Alright, so DigiByte on the 1 day. So the biggest thing that I noticed, or a few big things, right? Let me go back to the 7 day just to see. Right, so 7 days ago, the biggest thing here, look at volume. The volume in over 7 days stayed like what, 23, 26, 28, $32 million, excuse me, in a 24-hour volume time, right? So, uh-oh, I messed up. Come on, dude. Wait, escape. Alright, there we go. Let's see, let me get back to it. So the biggest thing is a volume. So you figure $30 million in a 24-hour time frame. Now let's go back to the 1 day. And let's check out this nice little jump here. Alright, we started the day, well, on this chart rather, at $101 million in volume. Quickly shot up to over 200 million, to 300 million. I want to say it touched $500 million. Yeah, $504 million. 514, 518, 541, $542 million, $547 million. Let me get back over here. Darn it, I've got it blown up too large, really, for the computer to keep up. 596 million, 598. Anyway, over $500 million, right? So almost $600 million worth of volume. Now, let me make sure I'm back on the 1 day. Okay, so that nice little jump up. We were having a DigiByte Spaces at the moment on Twitter, and I do implore you to go and check that out if you're on Twitter. Let's see. We went from a little over 2.5 cents, and 2.8 cents, something like that, 2.2, somewhere around there. And then that first tip, we got up to a little over 3.5 cents, so 0.036. Nice little retracement down, a little pop up, sideways movement, another retrace back down, which is healthy. Retrace back to 0.03376, and then shot up. Bingo. Shot up to 4.25, so 0.04228. Came back down, danced around a little bit, nice little bounce back to the upside. It looks to be a reverse head and shoulders in the pattern, is what I was saying. I had a nice little pop up after that, and then I had to end the spaces and go do other things. But then it just went sideways, same thing, just a nice little bounce up after going sideways, nice little healthy retracement, little bounce up, little retracement, nice movement up. Went to 0.04178. Another retracement, bounce up, retracement, danced sideways, came back down, and you know, right now we're at 0.035, 0.0352 is what I've got. Okay, 0.03565. Even still, dude. I mean, what was I was let me alt tab over here. Yeah, there you are. Okay, so even at 0.03565, did you buy in at 1.6 cents? Okay, you more than doubled. You're still over 100%. Even those movements up, right? Did you buy at 1.9 cents? At I did a few videos there at like 1.8, 1.9. I showed that that DigiByte hit a double bottom and actually was going for a triple bottom, which is a trend reversal to the upside. Hello. So yeah, I wish I could show y'all what I am able to pull up on my screen. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'll learn in time. But I had a few things going on, you dig? So now, you know, here again, now, you know, from Twitter, we were like leading. DigiByte was the one of the most talked about coins on Twitter at the time. So here we are about to see all these other videos come out as to, you know, pumping it and whatnot. Like, you know, oh, DigiByte, you know, 6,000% returns in 2022 and my top 5 coins and buy my book and buy my course and all of this kind of stuff. And, you know, if that's what you need, go for it. But, you know, many of us just laugh at that sort of stuff, you know. I mean, look, some of those people, that's how they earn a living. Some do really well at doing that. But anyway, why did DigiByte pump like this, right? Now, I know that there's a bit of news that's coming out. Quite a bit of news that's going to be coming out here shortly on DigiByte. One thing that was posted on Twitter, and we were actually discussing it over Twitter Spaces, the DigiByte chat. So I would encourage you to go to Twitter and just start following everyone in DigiByte if you want to find out what's going on, and the who's who in DigiByte, right? And then go listen to a Spaces once in a while. Sometimes it gets a little quiet in there. Other times we're discussing things back and forth. Other times we're discussing financial issues and economics and different things like that. So it's really informative. Some differences of opinions of a few things. But, you know, it's a discussion, which is decentralization is a discussion, not closed doors. So we bounce different things off of one another. Boy, that smells good. I know I shouldn't, but I am. You know, one of the guys was playing Celebration by Kool and the Gang. You know, celebrate good times, come on. And here I am singing what was it, like Belle Biv DeVoe, you know, don't trust a big button to smile, that girl is poison. So yeah, and we were having a blast yesterday. That was really cool. But now, why did DigiByte go up so much? Is it altcoin season? I do believe it is. However, some good coincidence theories came about yesterday in that DigiByte Spaces. Now, all of this is complete speculation. We don't know this. However, I am going to mention it. Now, there was something on Twitter that came out about DigiByte moving forward to possibly a Coinbase listing. Now, what were the biggest movers yesterday, right? Yeah, DigiByte, you had VeChain, and Zilliqa. Why did they move so much? Then, on top of that, you go back and you look at the wallets. Like say in DigiByte, you can go and you can look at the top 100 wallets, the top 500 wallets, and ask yourself this: why are they acquiring so much? I mean, just so much. Like the number one wallet is right now at like 2.4 billion, something like that. 2.4 billion DigiByte in the number one wallet. Now, all these others, you can watch and you can see that these other wallets, like 30 minutes ago, an hour and 10 minutes ago, and all these different things they're acquiring, but they're acquiring in mass. Why do you think all these big wallets are acquiring something like so much of it? And then question yourself with the movers yesterday, right? Like when you look at Coinbase, don't they usually list like 3 coins at a time? Like I said, we don't know this. This is just a coincidence theorist. So complete speculation. This is not to be taken seriously. This is just having fun, right? So if Coinbase would be acquiring so much DigiByte, right, at such a low amount, well, could they actually list DigiByte, Zilliqa, and VeChain? I think they could. We all know that they could. But, these larger wallets are just acquiring so much. I mean, it's not even kind of funny. So, yeah, I've been buying. At 1.9 cents, I bought again. And currently, I moved some funds from into Gemini. So, I think that the price is still going to go up from here in the short term because I still have like 2 days left for Gemini to approve my deposit for those funds to become available. Now, I could trade within Gemini, but only for the coins that they offer. So in order for me to move those coins off of the exchange or to make a purchase and then move it off the exchange to then swap for DigiByte, I still got 2 days left to wait on that. So, but I'm happy with what I hold in DigiByte. I did well. Before the 1.9 cents, my major purchase of DigiByte was at 0.0035. I'm doing all right. That was a major purchase I did. So, now something else to consider, right? We hear some of these different people speak of like DigiByte with it doesn't have any liquidity. Well, there's some liquidity there. Now, the thing that you have to keep in mind with a project like DigiByte is that it is a fork of Litecoin, as well as it has 5 different mining algorithms, of which, say, like Scrypt and SHA-256. So with it being a fork of Litecoin, did you know that with about 10 minutes of code, 10 minutes, I can have everyone who accepts Bitcoin and Litecoin for payments, or who uses it, or an exchange, instantly accept DigiByte. Like I said, it's about 10 minutes of code. It's really not that difficult. So when you see the next bottleneck occur of Bitcoin and whatnot, well, question this too. So question, what happens when the blocks fill up for Litecoin? Well, who else is there who can scale? DigiByte. A lot of people speak of this Lightning Network for Bitcoin and whatnot. DigiByte doesn't need the Lightning Network, and I'm not a fan of the Lightning Network, never have been, never will be. I know people who have began a node, and their funds are snafu. Not seifu, they're snafu. They're gone. So, and those people who encountered those issues with the Lightning Network, they won't return. And really, to settle things off-chain, I'm not a fan. I'm just not. That was not the way it was envisioned. But other blockchains since have created larger blocks, have decreased the speed of or decrease the amount of time between blocks. Like Litecoin, it takes much less time for a transaction than Bitcoin. Well, look at DigiByte. It's every 15 seconds is another block. 15 seconds. So yeah, I think that DigiByte is the one that no one's paying attention to or looking at. And I think that one day it will surprise everyone. There's no other out here that provides the amount of security on a blockchain as DigiByte, which is another thing that I was speaking to Stake My Claim about in the DigiByte spaces on Twitter as well, was the different things that are going on in the EU. The EU uses a cloud service, but did you know that they're also going to be implementing DigiByte in order to provide the security for the EU? The EU is not one country, just so you know. There are many in the EU. But to provide that security, from passwords to DigiID, all of this. There's so many different things that DigiByte can be used for. Are they buying it up? I don't know. You can see the address on the blockchain, but you cannot pinpoint who that is unless it is a known account, say an exchange, right? Which is why we were questioning who is buying, And it's not like just one or two wallets that are buying so much of this. This is why we're questioning what's really going down at this moment, because there are many wallets that are acquiring in mass. So yeah, to say that there is no liquidity, that's a joke. That really is. That's a head in the sand approach. Because, like I said, 10 minutes of code, everyone who accepts Bitcoin and Litecoin can immediately begin accepting DigiByte. The integration guide is actually on the website. Go to digibyte.org. And everything you want, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. Everything you want is down there. So yeah, I've listened around, tried to figure out, what's going on, what's the latest and greatest news for this rise in DigiByte. Now, we don't like to discuss price, but I'm just outlining the facts of what the price has done in the last day. And I want to share this with you too. If you go back and you look at 2017, the market of 2017, pull up CoinMarketCap, pull up any chart that you want, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You can take the current chart, if you will, of DigiByte, the fractal, if you will, and you can overlay that fractal on previous fractals and look and see what you think for what I'm saying here. Now, when you look at the price in 2017 on that fractal, price was 0.00025. That was January 1st, 2017. Well, December 31st, 2017, DigiByte was right at 7 cents. That's a 280x. So if you put 1,000 into it, just for instance, well, now you got 280,000. Not bad. So in this alt season, do I expect it to hit a 280? I don't know. I really don't know. Will I be ready for it? Damn right. You damn right I'll be ready for it. And some words of wisdom here from someone who's been through a few market cycles, right? Is, what I have done is I have figured out my own personal sell limits. So you can do different like limit buys and limit sells on different exchanges, whether that's KuCoin, anywhere really. You can do limit buys and limit sells, and you enter where you wish to purchase and where you wish to sell. So at different intervals, I'm going to sell at different amounts. And that's for many different crypto. Because markets don't go straight up and don't go straight down. They are cyclical. They have cycles. Well, I think we're in the 4-year cycle at the moment. So the takeaway there is that I would never sell a full position. I would never sell 100% of any position. As a trading bag, maybe allocate 25 or 50% of your holdings towards a trading bag. That's all that I've ever done. Because I have my long-term hold, right? I don't see crypto as 100%, as selling 100% of of my entire portfolio. That's not my exit strategy, because I view crypto as the next system, which is replacing, right now, which is replacing the current system. Just most people haven't realized that yet. They're still stuck in the fear porn, if you will, of, mark of the beast and all of this other nonsense. And that is not why crypto was created. I mean, I just don't get that. I mean, if it's the mark of the beast, by your definition, right? Would that then be everyone who got a driver's license, everyone who ever got a checking account, a credit card, the with a chip on your credit card, a cell phone? I mean, the way that these people distort these things as fear tactics is really upsetting. And by the way, buy my book. Right? Just saying. With a QR code on it, nonetheless, right? So everything else that a lot of these people speak of, I do agree with. Everyone should have cash, storable food, be able to store up some food on the side, because, inflation is here. It's not transitory. So maybe dive into a little bit of renewable energy, solar panels, whatnot, with lithium iron phosphate batteries. So a head in the sand approach at what the money changers do to us. It's like they're harvesting us, really. So I opt out. I opt out of that system. I mean, look in 2008. If you had a 401k overnight worth half, why do you want that? Just curious. And then you can't touch it till you're 85 years old now? It's like, really? I mean, I'm being facetious at 85 years old, but you see my point though, right? What if you're saving it? I hope your children thank you for that. Because most of us will not live to see that day. So why not invest in such a way to where you can enjoy it if you wish? I choose crypto. I also have all the above of all the other stuff, solar and storable food and gold and silver. I agree with the rest of all of that. It's just when you come out with fear tactics of all of this other stuff, that's just ludicrous. So anyway, so what else is going on? All right, DigiByte, right? Let's see. The stuff with the EU, that's a biggie. Another thing is look at Lulu. And what could be transpiring there. Also look at the DigiByte Alliance. A lot is coming there. So, are these other people taking profit out of their Bitcoin now? And, taking profit from other crypto that have gone up, and they see another undervalued asset like that of DigiByte, which many people are unfamiliar of, even those in crypto, where you take, there's no comparison. 5 mining algorithms, so there goes a 51% attack. good luck with any of that, because it all has to be simultaneous across all 5 mining algorithms. I don't think that that is possible. As well as the mining difficulty changes much more rapidly than these other chains. As well as 15-second blocks, which will also increase over time the transactions per second. And has the privacy and security. Privacy in the form of Dandelion, where you cannot get my IP address off the transaction to then get my exact GPS coordinates whenever I place a transaction. Yeah, that other chains allow that to be done. That'll be big moving forward. But also the security, mainly the security of DigiByte. DigiID and passwords, I think it's going to be cool when you can utilize all the other things that DigiByte can do. Like, look at DigiAssetX, right? The NFT platform on DigiByte, on chain, not held by a Google server. And look at how inexpensive it is to create your NFT. Now, there is a IPFS network, if you will. You can download a node to support the DigiAssetX and earn DigiByte in that way. So you can run a node for DigiAssetX. You want your NFT, you want to create, you want to be able to do different things. Not just, say, a JPEG, but say you want to do 3D animation, other things with it. You can do that. You can have the NFT move. There are many things you can do on DigiAssetX. So that, I think that DigiAssets will be really cool and really neat for the long-term view, where it is used as the claim check, if you will, like to gain access to a Twitter Spaces chat, or to gain access to Patreon of your favorite people on YouTube, or to enter an event even. So make them rare. You can do special editions. Lots going on. And I guess many people are just unaware. But you should take a deep dive into DigiByte. So solved many issues for many other blockchains. Cigar keeps going out. So yeah, I'm sure there's a few things I've left out here that when I go back and listen to it, I'll wish that I had said more. Yeah, man. Rally caps on. Y'all be cool. Later.